Hi everyone, and welcome back to Learn English in Real Life. I'm Alex. Today's story is about a woman who feels lost in her job and relationship. But then, she makes a big change. After the story, we'll talk about how to face an uncertain future. If you enjoy this, please like the video and subscribe for more real-life English stories. Let's get started. Our story is about Lisa. She was 24 and feeling lost. For months, she had a quiet but heavy feeling inside. It was not easy to explain. She was not happy with her job. She didn't want to live at home anymore. Her boyfriend lived far away. And more than anything, she felt her life had no clear direction. After college, Lisa had moved back into her parents' house. She needed to find a job, but that was hard. She worked in a retail store for most of the summer. There was one short job that gave her hope. A company hired her as an editor for 2.5 weeks. The job was about writing workshops, and she really liked it. But the people there didn't want to help or train her. She felt unwelcome and had to leave. Soon after, she found a job at a bank. It was different from anything she had done before. She was an English major, and math had always been difficult for her. But she tried hard, learned quickly, and worked in finance for over a year. At first, it felt like progress. But after a while, Lisa realized she wasn't happy there either. The bank focused on sales and customer service, and every day started to feel the same. The work didn't bring her joy. At the same time, her relationship was also hard. Her boyfriend lived 3 states away. They met in college, but went to different schools. After graduation, he got a job far from her. They were in a long-distance relationship and only met twice a month, if they were lucky. That wasn't the kind of relationship she had dreamed of. Lisa felt stuck. She wanted a big change in her life, but she didn't know what to do. She waited for something to happen, maybe a new job or a clear sign showing her the next step. But nothing came. One Monday evening, she left work late. As she was driving home, she felt a strong need to go to the beach. She didn't know why, but she needed to see the water before sunset. She wanted to smell the sea, feel the wind, and just sit there. She went to the boardwalk and looked at the ocean. She sat there quietly, thinking, remembering, and hoping. The ocean made her feel calm, and she remembered something. A few months earlier, she had also been at the beach when she got a phone call about a job interview. The same short editing job. Even though that job didn't last, the moment gave her hope. To Lisa, the ocean became a place of peace, a place that brought answers. As she sat there, she gave her worries to the sea. She asked for clarity, for happiness, for a new path. A few days later, everything changed. That Wednesday, Lisa had to attend a full-day meeting at work. She felt out of place. Most people wore formal clothes, and she didn't know there was a dress code. She got cold looks from her supervisors. The speakers talked about sales and customer goals like they were fun, but Lisa felt empty inside. She didn't want this life anymore. That night she cried. She cried because she knew this job was not for her. She had been giving time and energy to something she didn't believe in. The next day, she walked into the office and gave her 2 weeks' notice. She had waited too long for something outside of her to change. But now, she decided to take control. She remembered a class she took in college, a creativity class that focused on the writings of Julia Cameron. That course had once helped her think in new ways. She used to be a pessimist, but that class helped her find optimism. One idea stayed with her from that class. the importance of embracing uncertainty. In school, she and her classmates were scared of the future. They didn't know what would happen after graduation. But they were taught that the future wasn't empty. It was open. Lisa realized that she didn't need all the answers. She didn't need to wait for the perfect time. She needed to take action, even when things felt unclear. She remembered one quote from Julia Cameron that helped her again now. "Leap, and the net will appear." So she took the leap. She moved in with her boyfriend. They finally saw each other every day, not just twice a month. She didn't have a job, but she started going to interviews. One offer came, but it wasn't the right fit. Another second interview was coming soon, and she hoped for a better match. She now had time to focus on herself, on her goals, her writing, and her mental peace. Of course, there were still bad days. Lisa often had panic attacks. She was afraid she wouldn't find a job. She worried she had made a mistake. But in those moments, she stopped to breathe. She reminded herself of what she had already done. She had taken a brave step forward. And that was something to be proud of. Now, let's take a step back and look at this story not just as a personal journey, but as something many people experience. Because the real question is, how do we deal with the unknown? How do we face a future that has no clear shape? Humans naturally fear uncertainty. Psychologists call this intolerance of uncertainty, and it is linked to anxiety, procrastination, and decision paralysis. Our brains are wired to seek patterns and predictability. When we can't see what comes next, we often freeze or cling to whatever feels safe, even if it's making us unhappy. But what if uncertainty is not the enemy? What if it's a space full of possibility? In a famous quote, French writer Antoine de Saint-Exupéry said, "As for the future, your task is not to foresee it, but to enable it." That means we don't have to know exactly what will happen. We just need to be ready to create it. The science of positive psychology supports this. According to Dr. Carol Dweck, a psychologist at Stanford University, people with a growth mindset, those who believe their abilities and future can change through effort, deal with uncertainty much better than those with a fixed mindset. They see challenges not as threats, but as opportunities to grow. Another powerful idea comes from acceptance and commitment therapy, which encourages us to accept uncomfortable thoughts and feelings rather than fight them. When we feel fear about the future, the goal is not to erase that fear, but to move forward anyway, acting in line with our values. That's what the woman in our story did. She didn't stop being afraid, but she took a small step toward something she cared about: writing, love, peace of mind. And that step made the path ahead a little clearer. There is also something called agency. It means the feeling that we have control over our own lives. When we just wait for life to change by itself, we lose that control. But when we make even a small decision for ourselves, we start to feel strong again. Having agency helps our mental health, gives us more motivation, and makes us better at handling hard times. So, how can we stop being afraid of the future and accept that we don't know what will happen? One way is to change how we think about uncertainty. Instead of saying, "I don't know what will happen," we can say, "Anything can happen." This is not just trying to be happy. It means we leave space for different possibilities. Some things may go wrong, but some things may go right. Another technique is to take action without knowing the full plan. Psychologist Dr. Susan David calls this courage over comfort. Waiting for certainty before acting keeps us stuck. Acting before we're ready is how growth happens. We also need to build emotional flexibility. That means being able to hold different feelings at once: fear and hope, anxiety and excitement. Life is rarely black and white. When we practice accepting mixed emotions, we build the strength to keep moving, even when we feel unsure. It also helps to reflect on past moments when uncertainty led to something good. Maybe a change you feared ended up teaching you something, or a job loss led to a better path. These memories remind us that the unknown is not always dangerous. And finally, we need to be kind to ourselves. Facing an unclear future is hard. It takes courage to let go of the need to control everything. It's okay to take breaks. It's okay to ask for support. Self-compassion is not weakness. It's fuel. The story we began with is just one example. There are millions of people who've had to face their own version of uncertainty. Some did it because they had no choice. Others chose it because they couldn't stay where they were. But in all of these stories, one truth stands out. The future never arrives fully shaped. We shape it by showing up again and again, even when we're afraid. When we learn to live with uncertainty, we discover a powerful secret. Life isn't about avoiding the unknown. It's about learning to dance with it. Every step we take, no matter how small, is a message to life. So next time you're facing a blank page, a hard decision, or a road with no signs, remember this: the future is not empty. It's open, and you are the one who gives it meaning. That's the end of today's story and lesson. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll be back soon with another real-life topic to help you practice and grow your English. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and take care.